Alright. Okay. Okay. Yes, YouTube. Honestly, I've learned something. I prefer YouTube over Twitch, but that's just me only because Twitch hates me as a whole for whatever reason. Yeah, he's still gonna stream on there though. Anyway, but today we have the comic review, of course, since the comic came out last Wednesday. Jesus, I totally blank out when it came out. So yes, and now today we're going to review, and also I'm trying to do some different stuff for the channel just because we're gonna do a top 10, mini top 10, nothing too crazy, quick, easy, simple. So yeah, let's get the review underway since that's pretty, self-explanatory. So this issue was interesting, I'll say, because we found out a lot with this issue, with everything going on, and yeah. So Chloe, do you want to start, or you want me to start saying our thoughts? I can start. Okay. So, oh god, died. Guys, I found this issue actually kind of interesting just because we got like plot story, which is good. It's good when you get some plot points in your story. We found out the boy. Do we ever know the boy's name? I don't think we ever established that. I don't remember. Why can I? Did he have a name? Did he mention his name? Something about that bothers me.
What is that?
What is love? No, what was his name though? I swear he said his name, but I just don't remember. Anyway, we'll just keep calling him the...
Just name it as your mom.
God. I'm just gonna keep calling him the boy. The boy.
The boy.
Because they always mention him as the boy, so I'm going as the boy.
My boy.
My boy. My boy.
True peace is what every good warrior strives for. Gee, it sure is boring around here.
Squadala, anyway, why are we doing that horrible link?
Squadala, world.
Anyway, so it's interesting his power. I don't like. They never really specifically said what his power is. You know, like they don't like have like a quote unquote title for it. Like, you know, we have for most of the characters. Like Max obviously rewind powers, and then like for Daniel's telekinesis. But for him, he doesn't really have a name. So I'm just gonna. I don't even know what Kitty Pryde is. You know, his powers are specifically either name wise, but
Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde, yeah.
Kitty Pryde.
Yeah.
Kitty Pryde.
She's the, like, obviously, I'm going back for X. Of course, it always goes back to X-Men. But she's the, one of the X-Men. She's the youngest X-Men character, and she's able to kind of pretty much phase through things.
Baxter Pryde.
Baxter Pryde, oh my god.
And then there's Ziggy Pryde. And then there's Toe Pryde.
Oh, God, that those.
Toe Pryde's the best, because Poe is, Jesus' kid, so...
Jesus Kitten Pride.
I'm just saying.
No, I get it. But I'm trying to make example of things, because most of the time when I think of powers, I always think of examples sometimes like that. So, I feel like that one's it, with maybe hints of, like, another power, considering he can, like, obviously make himself unseeable to people. Well, besides Max, and, you know, that's obvious. Actually, Max, Chloe, and Rachel, but that was probably just a fluke that they just saw him. Maybe he wasn't using the power at the time or something. I don't know. The point is, Max can see him even with his power, and he has to use it more, and nose bleeding and such. But pretty much how he got his powers is pretty interesting because he, of course, he was doing a drug deal with his friends, and he was kicked out of his house because wow, what a shocker. Cliche going about of, parents disowning concept. So, I don't know, what drugs was it though? It looked like weed to me. The good old marijuanis. I'm bad.
No marijuanas.
Marijuanas.
No marijuanas.
The marijuanas. I don't know. I could make up so many
The marriage.
stupid names for it.
The marijuanas.
Cheweenies. There you go. That's a good one. Marijuanis.
Whoa! Those.
Anyway, they were doing a drug deal. Things went bad. He was about to get shot, but he did his whole phasey thing and shot his friend. And of course, again, cliche, seeing your friend die or someone die and your powers activate. So that's I'm calling it now. It's a thing. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Seeing a traumatic death causes powers.
But good thing it isn't the daddies, because you know,
dade.
if it was the daddies, then
Well, Daniel's exception on that list, though. It was his
Daniel's the
deity.
exception.
Yeah, because he saw his deity died and he got his powers.
Yeah, that's how.
No, Max's was because of a best friend, and so was the boys.
Boys,
The boys.
the Minnesota boys.
This one's just gonna be a comedic one review, and I apologize, but just because it just needs to be, I feel like today. I don't know why. I'm in a giddy mood.
You are.
Yeah.
Well, stop it.
No.
Stop it right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Giggity 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 goo.
Giggity 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 giggity.
So, but pretty much saw his friend die. His back powers activated, and he's able to kind of, you know, ghost people, I guess, if that's the word.
Ghost.
So that's his power. We find out more about him, and of course, meanwhile, Rachel's going to this very richy party, and forcing Chloe along, comic book Chloe along, which really rip. But I will say, this comic is a blessing now even more, because there's two things that came up. One, the fact that Chloe's suit is godlike. It's godlike, at least in my opinion. I don't know why, it's really cool. Because it's not like a cliche suit like you think it would be. So, no, I'm saying it now, it's godlike. And then also, even what's more godlike is when they're actually at the party, and, Callie, I think that's the chick, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get, like, the special stuff, and, like, I love Max being like, what's the special stuff? And it's, like, drugs, and just, like, the next panel, you just see her blushing. I'm like, oh my god, that's so cute. Just like that. Well, that's such a perfect response to, like, oh yeah, I'd do that, yeah, totally, drugs, am I right? that good kush stuff, you know? Are we gonna get some of that marijuanis?
Yeah. The marijuanas.
Marijuanis. Guys,
Marijuanas.
but no, but of course everything has to go wrong, because what's a Life is Strange comic without something going wrong?
I know.
So the boy is like, oh, free food, he finds, and it's like, oh wait, this is drugs. Oh no, it's happening again. Why does my life have to be revolve around drugs? Why?
And then he got shot by it.
Well, not by. He got shot by the drugs?
No, the drugs didn't take out a gun.
the drug, like the weed just comes up like, yo, put your hands up. It's like, oh
this
no.
wouldn't be a Life is Strange. Then this wouldn't be a Life is Strange comic. This would be an SCP comic.
Oh god.
A Secure, Contain, Protect.
Oh good.
A bit Secure, Contain, Protect. Classified. Euclid.
God. Anyway, and then Max is like, oh no, and then we just end off with that. Actually, we don't know if he actually does get shot or not. We just kind of guess. My guessing is that
he did.
He long gone. But I love that Max was gonna admit to Chloe though before all things went horribly wrong. Also, the girl overdosed on something. because she was like foaming at the mouth, literally. I think, yeah, she was like literally foaming at the mouth in one of the scenes. It's like, oh no. Foaming out of the mouth.
So she's probably dead too.
She's probably dead, yeah. Everyone dies. The Khaled dies, the boy dies.
The episode where everybody dies.
The episode where everyone dies. And no exceptions. Even like the most useless character dies.
I know. Which is Warren.
Warren's like, I'm still alive. He just dies of like a random heart attack. Like,
no, I'm still alive. Gets crushed by a piano.
boom.
Oh, the cruel irony. I never told Max how I feel about her.
Oh. It's like, I never told Max how I feel about her. Max, like, from the dead. It's like it was obvious from the start. I just didn't like you. I purposely friend zoned you.
He's like, no.
Oh.
I still need to jerk off to your picture.
Ew! Stop doing that. That's actually really disturbing. Why did you announce that?
What? What?
It's like, what? It's an
You know Warren would do that. Okay, I'm not to brag on Warren. Not to drag Warren down, but you know.
Look, every teenage boy has their pleasures. Take it. Is that what you're trying to say?
Ew.
Ew. I love that. Ew. What has this review become? The point is, okay, so pretty much, yeah, the guy gets shot. We think. So, this is what I think is gonna happen. Yeah. Obviously, next issue, she's gonna, after many, okay, maybe 3 years. Because, yeah, 3, sorry. Woo! She finally uses her rewind power she promised never to use again. So, she'll go back and then go to the party. Probably.
And bad stuff will happen.
And, well, yeah, she'll go back into the party, obviously, right before she was going to admit to probably Chloe, be like, or maybe a little bit beforehand, maybe when Rachel has to go to the bathroom, and she's like, oh, Chloe, I have rewind power. She's like, nah, I don't believe you, fam, and then she'll name out what happens. Like, Hallie's going to die of overdose. Look, she's going to die. She's going to die of overdose, Chloe.
She going to die, fam. She going to die.
She going to die.
You see her? She going to die.
And Chloe just sees her like collapse on the floor. She's like, "Oh snap, she dead! Oh, you were right. You got rewind powers."
Snap, son, she dead.
She did. She don't.
You got rewind powers.
It's such an insensitive video. Jesus.
Oh damn, honey child. Oh my goodness gracious, she dead. She dead.
She gone. This is why you don't have me. See, I just realized this is why I have you every time just do your first bit before I do mine, because if I do it first, I do this kind of stuff. I realize this now. Like, literally, I think it's like the second time me starting off, and the first time I did it, we literally got, you know, clitter prize right there. So, literally, I think it's a little like that was like the last, like the first time I did it was literally was you being like, no, you start off first with the whole thing, and I was like, all right, I will, and then that happened. And then next thing you know, we have this episode, and then you know, like, but Jesus,
don't you think it's destiny?
Destiny for me to screw up, or make it really weird for the review if I started off
make
first.
It really weird, you know.
Make it weirder when I started off? Yes.
Weird. We always like weird.
Alright. But,
okay.
Anyway, my thoughts, pretty much before we go in Chloe's thoughts, because I think the sooner the better for Chloe's thoughts. I liked it. It was a very interesting comic. It was very insightful, learning about the character. Like the art style, I'm starting to really think the art style is starting to actually really get better. Honestly, like it's starting to actually, I don't know. It's just when I think when it first started, most of the emotion of the characters weren't really quite there. But now, like, with these recent issues, I'm noticing, like, wow, a lot of, like, the characters have emotion. Like, the concept of Max blushing thing was actually, like, kind of, like, a nice touch to it. Because they didn't have to do that. They could have just been like, oh, I didn't, like, and Max, like, oh, yeah, I knew that, you know, maybe do a little something. But, like, the whole blushing thing was, like, such on character, like, on point with that. Like, I loved it. But for the most part, and I think the story and writing was pretty good this time, too. So, anyway, Chloe, you go. Before I make it any weirder.
Okay. Let's get weird.
Let's get life is strange.
So I read episode 7, and I have to say I liked it. It was a good read. All the characters were in place. That girl that was filming that now, she's gonna die. I mean, Lord, how to child, she's gonna die. And then there was like drugs involved, and this one kid that we're naming the boy is getting into drugs again. You know.
Well, no, he's not getting into drugs. He just accidentally found them. They're probably for the party, but, like, he accidentally found them, and they're like, oh no.
They were probably for the party, and he was going ahead and taking them.
Because there was sushi in there, okay? I would have took it too if I saw sushi. I'd be like, ooh, food!
I know.
Free food, okay.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, I need to look up if he does have a
anyway,
name.
then he got shot, and he gonna die. And then, Max and Comic Book Chloe did some stuff. And Comic Book Rachel did some stuff, and all in all, it was a good time to be had by all who were involved, and not that one girl that's going to die because she had a woman around. And if Max ever rewound back in time and told Comic Book Chloe that she did have rewind powers, and Comic Book Chloe would be like, now fam, and Chloe, okay. Here's how I see it going down.
I'm feeling timber. Sorry.
So she rewinds, and it gets back to the where before Rachel goes to the bathroom and everything, and it's like, what do you mean? I have rewind powers. And Chloe's going, Max, you don't have. Why? What are you saying? I don't know if I believe you or not. And then Max is like, you see that girl over there? She's going to die from the drugs. And then Chloe's gonna look and say, that girl right there, she's my friend. She can't die of the drugs. How am I supposed to know that you have like the rewinding powers? And Max is gonna be all like, I will show you. He's going to die. And then the girl dies, and then Chloe's like, oh no, she died. Oh, Max, you have the rewinding powers. And Max will be like, yes, I will too. So,
and then she runs outside, and she's
like,
boy,
boy, have you played so much God of War? Boy!
He's just like, what?
I didn't remember your name more.
Drop the drugs! What drugs? That bag! Oh, okay. Drop the bag right where you see it. Okay. It's like, okay, geez, calm down. Well, I'll put it down, geez. Boy. So there's another thing.
Anyway,
sorry, no, you go back.
I give it 10 French fries out of 10.
Okay. One more point I want to make before we move on to the top 10 thing. So here's the thing. Here's another thing that it can go down a different way. I feel like, which I think would be even more interesting, in a sense, which would be the boy. I'm sorry, I can't help it. But like they shoot at him, and then he actually does do his whole facey through thing. So I don't know. There's that. Anyway, so that's it for that parts. The comic, that was such an interesting review. I think for the most part, it was so all over the place and random. We got to our point, but
Yeah.
it just was very sporadic. And I apologize, but you know what? Honestly, I think like, we gotta have fun with the reviews sometimes, So, considering they're usually straightforward. And also, we also learned something today, is never have me start off explaining the comic and everything, because that will happen. But anyway, so, here's a little new feature on the channel that's coming up right now. So, recently, I don't know, I'm realistically losing momentum of playing games on my channel. And it's not like, oh, I don't like playing games, and I realize this now. It's the fact of what games I am not forced to play, but have the option of playing. I'm only able to play PS4 games, unless, of course, I, play, use my camera. Which is I kind of don't want to do that. I don't know why. I would rather just stream, nowadays. So, I am probably thinking in the future investing in maybe like a, double-ended USB device so I can connect, at least, and nothing else, connect my computer to my PS3 so I can play even some more games on there. It's not as much, but there's still more option out there, and I think it'd be more interesting. Because there's a lot of games on there that I've been wanting to play for the longest time. For example, the Sly Cooper trilogy, I've been wanting to play for the longest time. And of course, it was the fourth Sly Cooper game. But I've been wanting to play it for so long, the series, because it's one of my favorite series of all time. One of, I should say. I've been playing it since I was like a kid, that whole thing, and every time I replay it, I never get tired of it. It's one of those games, So, and I've been wanting to play it for the channel, but obviously can't because, that limitability. Also, Shadow Colossus, of course, yes, I know I can probably purchase this for the PS4, but I don't wanna. The funniest thing is, right when I got Shadow Colossus for the PS3, it was literally a month or two before the remaster for the PS4, which I find funny because I got the one with Eco and Shadow Colossus, which is wowie. So also Eco's trash, and I'm not gonna play it because ooh. If you want to see rage-inducing, that game literally makes me lose it. And not even Crash can get me into that level of bad. That says something. Crash can get me angry, but Eco can get me into a new level. So obviously I don't want to get to that level because I don't think I want to literally lose my mind already that I've lost. But yeah, Shadow Colossus of course is hard, but like, it was that good hard? I don't know. Eco's just unnecessarily hard. Yeah, but there's just a lot of games, and I want to branch out, I think, to more games other than this PS4. I feel limited, and I think that's why I'm starting to get tired, because it's like, I don't want to feel limited anymore. And also the fact that I feel also limited to my channel, so that's why I'm wanting to try new stuff out, which is what leads into this top 10. I'm wanting to try doing top 10s, kind of stuff. Maybe more podcasts. I don't know if people really like the podcasts or not. I kind of enjoy them. I think they're fun. I think maybe, though, I want to try doing topics for a podcast rather than just the random ones. Which there will be the random ones, and I think for the most part, I think when I do podcasts now, I think I might try to say screw it and play Hot Dog Man, because I think it'd be fun just to have something in the background actually going on rather than just the title screen, which is, I don't mind that either. Title screen is actually kind of nice considering, you know, you get the nice guitar with this and everything, etc. There's that part, and like I want to just try new stuff. I don't know, maybe not just top 10s, you know, but like other things. So I'll try different things. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. For the most part, how I feel if these things work out or not. So yeah. Anyway, so to our top 10, or I don't know if Chloe's gonna do it or not. I don't know. But I made a top 10 because I was like, screw it. And it's on my phone. It's in my phone. I took a picture of my list I made on the computer, which I could have just made the list on my phone, but shush. Leave me be. Leave me be it on my own devices. I decided to do a top 10 character list for Life is Strange for the first season, which that would count the first game and Before the Storm, or I guess the prequel, whatever, if you want to go into technical detail. I will probably do like a Life is Strange like 2, like, you know, top 10, because I want that to be its own separate list, only because there is a lot of characters of their own in that way, and I think it would have made my list. Was hard to make this list actually, because I didn't realize, one, how many characters there were, number two, how do I feel about characters concept. So if I added Life is Strange 2 in here, I would have had a harder time making this list. So I'll do Life is Strange 2 a different day, which also I'm counting Captain Spirit with, because I count, though, does that really count though, because Captain Spirit literally is also including Life is Strange 2 games? I don't know. Anyway, so I guess I might get started. I don't know. Wait, Chloe, I actually do have a good question. Do you have your own list or not? I'm just curious. You can still make your own list if you want during this time.
I don't have a list yet.
Oh, okay. I'm kidding. Mother. No, I kid. I love you.
Oh, you call me a loser, huh?
But I love you.
You call me a loser, but I love you.
Okay. I don't know. I guess this is a mini top 10, which really means I'm in a rant of like why I like each character. It's just gonna be kind of short and sweet. Unless, of course, I actually do have general feelings for the character, maybe. Which probably would be when he gets it closer to 5. Anyway, let's get started with it. So, number 10. I don't know how to really segue into it. Just to say number 10. So number 10, I put Mikey North on the list. From Before the Storm. I guess I should mention what game they're from. Yeah, that would make sense, because then people are like, what game are they from? I don't remember the character. So I like Mikey. He's just cool. I just like his nerdy little factor. He's just a kind of generally cool character. Although he doesn't really show up much in the game. He's only like shown up like a couple times. Not like, he's not a main character, I should say. But I think when he does when he is in, you know, like in the episode and like, you know, in a scene, it's just kind of cool because it's just that nice kind of nerdy factor. So there's that. That's it for 10. I don't know. He's cool. That's all I gotta say. Okay. I'm not good at top 10s. I'll probably get better at them in the future, hopefully. Okay, number 9 is Steph. Wait. Realize his last name. First of all, I didn't even put last names. I just put first names. But I forget how to pronounce her last name. Steph. You know what? Let's just not try focusing on that, because I never know how to pronounce her last name. Anyway, from also Before the Storm. I just kind of like her character a lot. I've actually kind of grown to like the character more when each time I play, because first of all, the D&D session is just great. That gives me points for her character, and I don't know, she just seems like a laid-back character, and I kind of like that feature a lot with the character. It just, I don't know, it's just nice. And she big gay. I don't know why I mentioned that. That's not really necessary, but anyway. So that's that. Do I tell the side story with that? Nah, I'm not telling the side story. No, I don't want to embarrass myself already. As in ready enough, I already did when I embarrassed myself last night with that. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Probably I should be thankful if you don't. Anyway, so, ow, my finger is just, Okay, so that's it for 9. Now we're going to Frank. Does Frank have a last name? I just realized this now. I mean, obviously it's a last name, but do we know his last name? That's the good question.
Frank.
Frank Sinatra. I'm kidding. Jeez. Ew. I'm kidding.
My drug dealer?
You're a drug dealer?
Frank Bowers.
Oh, I am. Wow! I'm on a roll today. That's bad. Wow. Wow. How did I forget that? That's. I know. Wow. Oh my god. Am I okay?
I know.
Am I okay?
I don't know if you're okay or not.
How do I forget? Jesus. Did they mention his last name? Yes, multiple times, in fact. You dummy. You're an idiot. Well, that doesn't help my cause. Anyway. Well, he's number 8, so he's not that high on the list, so... Does that help my cause? No. Not really. Anyway. Okay, I know it's really weird that I have him on this list, and you're like, well, probably wondering, why is he on the list? He's a really kind of scummy person, you know, tried killing, you know, Chloe and blah blah blah, and all that jazz, and he's just generally not a good person. And to that I say, Before the Storm, I feel like, and that's why I want to say, that's why I like the game the most, I think, at least so far, when it comes at least to the first season. Because the redemption of a lot of characters, you get to see a lot more detail to the characters. You get to see the general personalities more of how they actually are, rather than with the first game. But technically, Frank actually is pretty cool. It's just, you know, life gets it down, you know. And I mean, he like pretty much saved, you know, Chloe twice, which is I pretty cool and pretty good. Twice, 3 times, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna say 3 times just because I'm counting the junkyard scene of that. Though Rachel got stabbed, which is, I don't know if that counts or not, but... For the most part, he saved the day with that, but he's just a general, like, okay person. I mean, he's not the greatest person on the planet, but he does, like, he's, like, probably one of those people, like, deep down he has a heart of gold. You know, concept. He actually does generally care. It's just, you know, when you have a rough life, you kind of just have a harder time, you know, generally showing your feelings, you know. So, that's my opinion on Frank Bowers, which, yes, you know, the last name. I still can't believe I forgot his last name. I feel stupid. Number 7, I just realized I'm moving this chair around and Ziggy's on it, and I feel bad because I feel like if I push too hard, he's gonna fling off, so I'm just gonna stop messing with the chair. Number 7, Skip Matthews from Full of Storm. I don't know what this accent is. It turned British and then it's turning not British. Anyway. I know Skip didn't actually make it a lot in the game either, which is funny. Considering I put him on this list either way, but like he's just cool. I like the fact that like he's like, you know, wanting to do a band, you know, or he's in a band, but you know, wants to pursue that more rather than being a security guard. And obviously we can only assume, since he's not in the first Life is Strange game, he goes off to do that, and of course he quits, you know, being security guard, which is rip though, because we got David. But anyway, Rip. But like, it's just kind of cool. And of course, the music that's in the game, you know, when he plays it, it's really nice because it's actually not bad music. Cause it's funny when I was first playing it and like, you know, his tape comes up, and I was like, oh, it's gonna purposely be bad. It's gonna be like, ugh. But then it's like it starts playing, and I'm like, oh my god, this is actually good. And you know, like, how can someone say this is trash? Unless, of course, you're one of those normies who like stupid, you know, rap music or whatever. Or at least modern rap music, I should say. In that case, shame on them. In that case, they wouldn't be playing a Life is Strange game, though. I wouldn't think. But anyway. But that's just, I don't know. Skipper just seems like a generally cool character, and I liked him a lot when he was in the scenes also. And I also kind of like how awkward he is, but like, you know, in a sense, he's not like awkward like most people, but he definitely comes off like he doesn't know how to react to certain things sometimes when it comes to the kids. He's like, Actually, do we definitely know how old Skip is in the game? He's not that old. I mean, he gotta be like, what, at least in his mid-20s, I would only guess. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. Because it's like, he's already security guard and everything. Maybe he could be even younger than that, which would be even weirder. Because, like, a person that's, like, barely, you know, older than the kids would be really weird, but I don't know. Anyway, getting off track. Number 6, Joyce Price, or Joyce... Actually, I just realized in the game... Before, I mean, obviously before the story, however, she was Joyce Price, but doesn't she actually count as Joyce Madison? Which, I don't know, something about that bothers me a lot. Because of David. I think so. I'm salt about that, but anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. Why I'm salt about that, for obvious reasons. But, Joyce is just an all-around, generally good person. I like Joyce. Though, I mean... I'm not saying she's not a bad mom, she's not the greatest mom on the planet, but at least she tries. In a way. Does that make sense? She just wants everyone to be happy. Which really, I get that. I feel that. I feel that.
That's a tune we can all dance to.
But it just doesn't help when you have a life. So, my hand's going numb because I'm laying on it. Oh! Joyce, I just don't think there needs to be a description for that because it's kind of obvious. I feel like, just you know, just hush. Okay, number 5 is William. William Price. Okay, now, I think I want to go on to something before I say that. Originally, when I played the first game, I liked him anyway, but I feel like he would have been one of those characters you would have forgotten about pretty fast. At least for the first game was, because he only makes somewhat appearances and he only is alive for, like, the alternate, you know, timeline. But even then, there's not a lot to him with that. So, I think Before the Storm did a really good job with that part of the character, like, kind of adding the dream sequences in, because you kind of got like more of a sense of what he was like in that way, because trying to think. But like, you just kind of see how like insightful he was about things. Although yes, it's Chloe's mind about it, it's still how she kind of remembered him being, and it was just really nice because he's just like, it's just a very interesting character, and I kind of want more, like, kind of wanting to know more about him. Like, I kind of wish got to see more of, you know, William, like, back in the childhood era. You know, see when he was actually alive and, you know, doing well and was there for the family. That would be interesting, I feel like, if they went back onto that. Please, we need another Life is Strange Before the Storm. Please, just give us that. Give us at least like a dream sequence or two where we see like away in like her past or something. That'd be nice. That's all I ask for. Please. Please, Don't or Deck 9 or Square Enix, someone. Let us have this, please. That's all I ask for in life. And as strange. But no, Williams is a really interesting character, and I think they can definitely even go more in depth with this character. Anyway, number 4 is Kate Marsh, or as we all know, Jesus Kitten. Kate Marsh. Do I need to say anything of why I like this character? I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point, because how many times we mentioned this character, how many times we mentioned how pure and sweet and great she is. And all she wants in life is just her tea, you know, just happy with her tea and her biscuits, you know. Tea and biscuits, that's all she wants. Just let her have it. She deserves it all. You know, she's just a great character. She's sweet and deserves all the love in the world. So yes. Okay, it's gonna get cliche for the top 3. But forgive me, though, for it. Reason why I say cliche, because you can see it in a mile away of what the top 3 are. But I have good explanations, at least, I think, in a way, for why they're on this list. However, the thing is, some people generally don't like these characters sometimes, and I'm like, So, even still, when it comes to, I think, community-wise, I think it's one of those obvious things. So, number 3 is Rachel. Amber. I don't know why I paused the last name. But, yes, and I know it's like, oh, that's clear. Of course you put her on the top 3 thing, you know, And it's like, okay. And some people actually don't generally like Rachel, and I kind of see why. Although, yes, it's kind of sad. I do see why. That's the whole concept. Everyone thinks about this in the same way, and I've noticed it. And no matter what you say, what you do to back up your theory, why, you know, this isn't, why people think, oh, she's so manipulative and blah, blah, blah. Every time you have reason to back it up of why she's not, people are like, no, she's still manipulative, and it's like, okay. Sus. Wait, is that how you spell? Oh god, I'm trying to pronounce it, the person who just came here. No, where did you go? Chloe! Why did you leave? She left. Why you leave party? You can't leave party. You're part of the party. Anyway, sorry. Probably has to do something really, really quickly. Maybe her internet went out. She did just move into her new place recently, so probably having some issues. Network error? Okay. I don't know why there's a network error. But hello. I am doing good. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm just gonna say Sasuke? I don't think I said Sasuke. Anyway, excuse me while I try figuring out what happened. Yes, I get that there was an issue. Pardon me, I know you can't see the screen, but it's alright. Alright, hold on, let's see. But pretty much making the excuse of going back to my thing, my rambling. Sausage boy. Ah, okay. Good to know. But anyway, I'm doing good, so thank you for asking. But yeah, and to that I say yes, of course she does seem kind of manipulative, and she did technically cheat on Chloe. Something about the character just seems pretty interesting, and also another reason why they need to make another game. You back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was wondering what happened.
I was wondering too, so I checked and I was like, oh, it kicked you out of the party, and then it kicked me out of the party I made. I'm like, why? But I don't know, just the character just seems very interesting for Rachel, and of course the whole mysteriousness of the character is nice. And I don't know. It's just like something about the character always attracts to me, and she's just very interesting. And I do generally like the character. And like I said, a lot of the time people don't like her. She's manipulative and everything, and it's like I don't know if she's manipulative considering. It's like, although yes, she's very pushy. I would say that maybe, but like, I feel like it's a like a balance in a way though with Chloe's personality, only because the fact of like it gets manipulative too, a little, not like in a bad way, but like the whole backtalk feature thing kind of describes that whole thing, you know, all around. So I don't know why people like just kind of diss on a character that I don't know doesn't. I'm not say deserves to be dissed on, but it's just definitely one of those like you don't know until you kind of like try understanding the character in a way. Like her home life sucked, okay. And I feel like the comics are definitely also doing a good job too, at least nothing else redeeming that in a way too. Showing off more of the character, which is nice. So, yeah, that's, I don't know, that's my opinion, number 3. Okay, number 2, once again, obvious feel. Max Caulfield. Max Caulfield? No, but actually, there's a lot of reasons why I actually like Max a lot. First of all, I really relate to the character a lot just because of, like, general personality. The whole being shy, you know, and kind of, you know, mostly keeping to yourself. However, but, like, wants to be friendly and wants to help people out, you know, as much as you can, you know. It's just, and of course the artistic factor too, but it's just the character is very, you know, just nice, and I relate a lot to that, you know, character, you know, concept. And I don't know, just a nice. I just like the character a lot. Once again, another character people always hate on because of, oh, she left Chloe. Like, first of all, why is it half the time? People were like, oh, you left Chloe, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, and people make a lot of good statements, honestly, though, about defending that. Saying that, well, her friend just lost her dad and now they're leaving. They don't know how to, you know, help them with that. They don't know what to do. And they feel bad. And they think, you know, well, maybe they need space or something like that. But then, you know, over time you kind of grow distance because you're worried that if you talk back, you know, text them back or call them back, they're not going to be happy, you know. And you're not going to be able to do anything about it. So it's the whole general fear of trying to help someone but not knowing what to do and feeling helpless that way. Which really, I do generally, I get that a lot. And understand that. Wanting to help people but not knowing how to do it and feeling bad about it, so just kind of leaving it be when you shouldn't. Don't run away from your problems, you know, but like, it's understandable, but you shouldn't do it. Concept, I guess, is there. But yeah. And then, of course, lastly but not least, number 1, like I said, see it a mile away, you can know it. Woo woo woo, you know it. if you're into wrestling, you know what that means. You know it.
It's the one. It's the only.
Burr, Chloe Price. I don't know why I did the burr thing. And I felt the need to. I don't know. The wanting of one. Anyway, everyone knows that's what probably number 1 was gonna be anyway. But I hated when I was making the list and I looked at the top 3. I'm like, it's cliche. It's the big 3. Your big 3, my big 3 when it comes to, you know. That's a joke from My Hero Academia, because there's a group of, like, called the Big 3. So the joke is, it's like I don't mind the Big 3 though in My Hero Academia. It's just the joke still there. Your big 3, my big 3 is Chloe, Max, and Rachel. That's the big 3. But yes, I pick Chloe at number 1. Why do you may ask? I've mentioned it multiple times, I think, why I like the character generally, but if you don't know, I'll go off and name the list. And I know that sounds really odd considering I act more like Max than, you know, every character in this list, but I relate to Chloe a lot because, Jesus, it's just like the understanding of the character, and of course, just them in general. It's really insane, actually, just because I've lost, you know, my mom at a young age, you know. Of course, Chloe lost her dad at a young age, and, you know, roughly just around, you know, same age-wise, you know. And it was so sudden. You know, and, you know, you just relate. And a lot of people relate to the character anyway, having a hard, you know, either with having the hard home life, or having, you know, obviously losing someone, trying to, I don't want to say hide their general personality, but afraid to show their true selves just because they don't want to look weak to others, even though they're not weak, because your feelings are valid and they matter, and it shouldn't be, you know, a problem to other people. If you feel sad, you have the right to feel sad. If you feel angry, you have the right to feel angry about something. You know, it's just like, it's one of those things where it's just like, you feel bad in a way too, because it is that problem where, like, they can't show their feelings because they don't feel comfortable with it, because they think, you know, well, not their true feeling, but like looking like they don't care when they do care, and worrying if they do care, they'll you know, be hurt again. And anyway, Jesus, it's getting really detailed, but the point is, Chloe's just really cool. Anyway, that's it for my top 10. That's it for my top 10. Any characters you thought I should have had on this list? I'm kidding, I don't know. That's literally how every top 10 ends, though. It's like, is there a character or thing we missed? Comment below. We're not gonna care. In fact, we're not gonna even make another top 10. We're just saying that just to say it. Like, I don't know. That is literally the little cliche of every ending of a top 10, and I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, so that's it. That was my hand at trying to doing a top 10. I don't know, it was, I mean, I definitely could do better. I probably should add descriptions to next time. So, probably the next top 10 I'm gonna do, and actually it was Chloe's idea, because I think it's genius, and it's something I did try doing before, but doing it this way, like in a top 10 format, would actually make more sense. But top 10 Life is Strange moments? Like scenes, I guess I should say. Which the, oh boy, again, it's one of those where, like, I'm gonna have to make it separate, where I'm probably gonna do the first seasons first before doing the second one, because, hey boy, there is a lot. In fact, I think I'm probably gonna have to do it a bit separately too, by going down by just individual games, and not just, you know, season, but like, have the first game have its own top 10 before the Storm have its own top 10. Captain Spirit maybe could have it maybe mixed with Life is Strange 2. You get a top 10. This is Oprah Winfrey. It's called Oprah Winfrey.
You get a top 10. You get a top 10.
Everybody gets a top 10.
Everyone gets a top 10.
No, it just, oh my god. It's, wow. No, there's gonna be a lot for that one, because scenes can go into a lot of detail, because it's like, if you have a whole game, yeah, there's gonna be a lot of, you know, scenes from a game that you want to choose. So, look forward to that. At least I think that would be the next one, I think, for at least the first game. So, Yeah, I don't know when that's gonna happen, but it'll happen at some point. Okay, hold on. Yawn. Okay, sorry. But, yeah. I want to try doing other stuff too, as I said before. So you guys can suggest, like, what the stuff I can try doing on my channel. You know, besides the podcast and top 10s and, you know, something else I don't know that exists out there and I can try my hand at. Because it'd be nice. I need suggestions, please. Like I said, I want to try doing more stuff.
Top 10 sex positions.
No, we're not doing that. That's not the top 10 I'm doing.
The top 10 best weed.
No.
The top 10, your top 10 of the best dead animals.
No, ew, God, that's horrible. That reminded me of that one picture that I had on my phone that was from my dad's phone originally. Oh, God. That's horrific. I don't want to say what it was because it's just, ew. No, I am still not traumatized, but horrified by what I saw. Obviously, I deleted it and it's forever. Well, I'm sure my dad has it still. Actually, I don't know why.
Oh, the top 10 cursed images.
Ew, no. I'm not going out on the internet just to do that.
The top 10 cheating stories.
Cheating?
Yeah, cheating, you know.
Like what? Like pro Jared, the concept thing are we talking
like
about?
Cheating on your wife with your ex-lover.
Like, yeah, like pro Jared. We're talking about pro Jared. Are we talking pro Jared? Like, blah, blah.
No, we're not. We're not talking pro Jared or Jared from Subway or.
Again, no, I'm not doing that either way.
Love.
Anyway, we're not doing this that way.
You need those.
I could do a top 10 games I like, but I mean in the future, but obviously not at the moment. That would be a difficult list to make.
Top 10. The top 10 imposter Jelly Belly flavors.
Ew, no.
You know that. You
Yes,
know those
I know.
kinds that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those kinds.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
No, ew, no.
It'll be fun.
I'm not trying random jelly beans just to find out which one do I like the most, which
I
is
mean,
weirdest.
There's spoiled milk. There's dead fish. There's toothpaste.
Dead fish is
rotten
very.
egg, barf, canned dog food, moldy cheese, booger, stinky socks, and lawn clippings.
You know, the one I can't stand the most though, which is really weird, because most people actually can. It's
What?
the lawn clipping one. I can't.
It's the lawn clippings?
It's the one. I mean, I haven't tried all of them for obvious reasons, but whenever I do get the lawn clipping ones, I just can't. I can't finish it. I'm like, oh no. I don't know.
Do they actually taste like?
How much should I know? What am I, a cow? Yes, I'm going to try random lawn clippings out from my backyard. Yes. Let's see if it's good. That's pretty accurate right there. That's the good stuff. Like 10 out of 10. That's definitely the same flavor. They got it right. Like, no, I don't know. I mean, it's only what I can imagine would taste like long clippings, if that's the case.
I wonder if there's a Jelly Belly out there from Bean Boozled that tastes like dog shit.
Ew, that's not okay.
Dog shit jelly.
No, if they do that, I think we've known that the world has gone too far.
Well, hey, there's throw up Jelly Belly.
Ew, no, see, that's why I still question.
I mean, the next step would be dog shit.
Ew. Ugh. You know, I hadn't actually tried the dead fish before. One.
Oh, you have?
Mm-hmm. It's not the worst. Only, okay, so this is the weird part about it, because it's like, I don't know if you've tried it or not. I don't know, have you tried all of them? 'Cause I haven't really.
No, I still have the unopened box.
But, no, the dead fish, like, it only tastes slightly off. It's one of those things, like, you know it's fish, but something about it just seems a little wrong with it. You're like, this doesn't taste quite right, but it's not bad. It's edible, I guess is the word. It's like, you'd be like, okay. Like I said, you recognize it. You recognize it's fish, but you don't like. But like I said, there's something a hint off about it. Yeah, it's really it for that one.
But yeah.
What's another one I've tried? I love we're just talking about these now. You know what was funny though? The reason how I found some of these out. It's because for my sixth period class for my senior year, which I guess was recent, but I'm saying senior year because I'm a graduated child, or well, adult, I guess. But he would have jelly beans, like the bamboozled stuff, on his table because apparently he recently visited one of the factories or something. They gave him a ton of boxes for it, and so he had a ton of them, and he was like, you have to eat a jelly bean, you know, and if you get a good one, okay, but if you get a bad one, you know, whatever, you have to eat it. It was a joke, obviously, no one had to actually do it. But the thing is, every period for this period, the thing is, no one would try them except us. At least 2 or 3 of my friends would just go at it and just try one. They're like, why do you do this every time? It's like, why are you the ones who do this? They're like, you're not even tardy. You just try them randomly. It's it's the challenge that's there. I'm stubborn enough to keep doing the challenge. At one point, though, he had no boxes left, and he stopped doing it. But it was one of those for at least a good month. I don't know. It was fun, but also very terrible because I've gotten a lot of bad ones. That's how cool my teacher was. He was my history teacher, for, econ and government, so. I don't know, it was really cool. We had a lot of them. First of all, me and this teacher had the same taste in music, which was really odd. So, anyway. I don't know, that's my story for that. My school was very odd. I will say that right then and there. Any questions? I'm kidding. Any questions, comments, concerns? Like a teacher would ask. I could name all the teachers I've had. Okay, maybe not all of them, but I've had for, I don't know, maybe high school, I don't know. And descriptively talk about each one of them. So it'd be, I don't know, interesting. I don't know. Actually, I gotta wonder though. Would people actually like if I talked about like just the random teachers I had during high school? Actually, I feel like middle school would be more interesting only because middle school was very odd. I mean, I could just do a whole list of just, one day do like all my high school teachers and like a different day do all my middle school teachers, I wouldn't completely rat them out. I wouldn't say their actual name because I would feel really weird doing that. Because I don't know, but something about that I just don't like doing. I'll just call them by like the first letter of their name. That's about it. So, yeah. Already past an hour? Wow, okay, I'm surprised. I am surprised. Should I continue with the stream or should I just end here?
Yeah. I don't know, we should end.
I don't know what that sound was. I don't know what that response was either. To be honest, that was just an incoherent noise. I mean, I could keep going if I want, but I don't know what else to talk about. I really don't. Should I tell random life stories or do I not? Do I have anything interesting with my life stories? Nah. I don't know. Is there anything you want to hear story-wise about my life? Because I don't know. Waka waka waka. So he's just walking away. It's like, I'm out of here. Ugh, my back just popped out. It's probably not healthy. Is it hold on, I got a good question. Is there any stories I've told to you before that I could tell on the channel? If you even remember. Just like a random one. I don't tell you a couple stories stuff that I don't think I told on the channel. Awkward silence. In deep thought. Actually, how come you sleep like that? It's really weird. It's really weird why you sleep like that. I feel like you're gonna suffocate yourself. Anyway, just me talking to my cat, just being concerned. He's like.
Your sense for that.
No, because Baxter, he's sleeping in a really weird way. He's sleeping kind of with his, he's doing the whole kind of cat, bread kind of position thing, the normal loaf of bread position, as we call it. And
He's still looking for bread.
He's his head is just kind of looking down a bit. And I don't know, I don't know how cats generally sleep, but his head is looking down. I'm worried, what if his head goes far down and he can't breathe? I don't know. Concerned. What is he doing? I don't know, he's old. He's really getting old. It's actually kind of getting sad how old he's getting, because it's just I mean, my dad's friend checked up on him, which at least she's being she wants to be, infect tech and stuff like that, doing that stuff, so, she's been learning and she's been doing a lot of that, so she knows what to do, in a way. So my dad said, like, you know, can you just check on him? And he was fine, nothing really out of the ordinary. He's just really old. Just getting bony and really. It's just, I don't know, it just kind of sucks when you see, you know, your pets get really older and everything. You notice it, and it just looks really sad and depressing wise. I don't know.
Yeah.
My little mate cat Poe and supposedly Baxter 15. But we're thinking he's like a year or two older. So it's kind of from a shelter, so we don't really know his age really specifically. So, but it just sucks because my pets are getting older. Like even my cat Ziggy, he's 10, like not 10, 11-ish, I think, or no, he's 10, I think. The point is, he's also old too, and it's like, man, my childhood pets getting old. It just makes me depressed a bit. I make childhood animals and stuff like that, but anyway. Poe used to be a jerk. I'm calling it out now. He used to be apparently, like, I don't remember it, but my dad and like everyone else in my family very remembers very well that he used to be a little terrorist. Not like Ziggy level, but like actually like insane. It's disturbing how nice he is now. Like full on, he would attack other cats. Insane, apparently, but like that's the thing, and I never understood. Like my whole family doesn't understand. Is that how was he like so like mean and like awful to the other cats, but now he's like the chillest cat? Like it's so weird. Maybe age, but like even still though, he could probably still take down a cat if he wanted to. I don't know. Very odd. I don't know, just a random fact. Just because I say Poe is really nice, and he is the nicest cat ever, my god, but like he used to be very mean apparently.
Huh?
He used to be a mean kitty.
Kitty?
Yes, mean kitty.
It's Kitty.
Did you not
Kitty,
listen to what I
Bobby.
was saying earlier?
About your kitties?
Yes. But Poe.
Yeah, I was listening to what you were saying about your kitties and the bread and the loaf and the heads down and the kitty.
What about
pepper.
Poe? I mentioned something about Poe though. What did I mention about Poe? You're like, oh god, oh no.
Poe is fuzzy.
No.
And,
I mentioned a fact about his past.
oh, about the past. Other Poe-related stuff.
I mentioned that he used to be a jerkwad when he was past.
Oh, okay.
He used to be really mean in the past. I mean, he would attack other cats, but now he's his chillest.
Well, I'm guessing he was a good kitty. Because that's what good kitties do. They attack legs.
No, he attacked other cats.
And then they like take out
For no
guns.
reasons. I don't know.
I don't know. Don't judge me! Don't judge me!
Anyway. Oh, my voice is cracked.
Judge me!
Probably should end the stream here, considering I can't think of anything else to talk about at the moment. Yes,
Yeah, we should end it, it's been,
over now.
So, guys, like if you liked it, just
Why do you keep
just
tailing my outro?
Subscribe and subscribe to Chloe.
Stop stealing my outro?
This is Ben on Sonic. My doppelganger is here, and
Ganger.
yeah. So anyway,
Stop stealing my outro! Out there! Out there!
bam!
Anyway, so, anyway, I guess that's that. I mean, you already did the outro, so.
Yeah,
Alright.
I guess that's it. So
See you
I want to see everyone.
on Wednesday. Yeah.
When I see everyone.
Bye bye.